Okay, if everybody's ready, welcome to this week's press conference with Coach Riley. Coach, if you would, just tell us a little bit about your thoughts on Louisville, and then we'll open up to questions.
All right. Well, we're heading into the middle of Louisville week, and it seems like a long time since we played a game. It's funny how that goes, but I think we had a good bye week. I think that a couple of things, good practices and some time off for the players. And now we're heading into the second game of the year, and we hope that we make some progress and improve some of the things that we need to improve and get some stuff ready that will be appropriate for this game that fits Louisville.
Can you talk a little bit about their offense and what scares you, and what have you seen? A new coach, first year there.
Well, that's one of the main things about Louisville right now. We know how good they've been in the past. We've been there. And so, it's been a while since we've seen them, and they've undergone some change since then. But, you can tell this new staff is putting their mark on this team. There's a lot of enthusiasm there. They're playing very hard. They played Kentucky a good game, and then they beat Eastern Kentucky last week. And I think that they're establishing their identities offensively and defensively. You can see them coming to the front. We've looked back at Florida film and UNLV film and, where the coaches have been in the past. But we've also got these two games that we focused on. So, it's impressive. This will be an impressive group of athletes that walk onto this field. They'll be a good-looking team, and I think they're playing real hard and playing pretty darn well.
Talk about just basic team health for you. Is everybody 100% ready to go? I know that there was an article about Halahuni and the shoulder and all that.
I think we're in good shape. Joe is the one guy that is still kind of on the edge, but if you were talking about his possibilities for the game, you would certainly say probable. He's running around out there. He's going to enter into a little more practice than he did yesterday, and hopefully more tomorrow. So I think he's doing fine, and so with that, I think we're in pretty good shape.
Mike, have you crossed paths at all professionally with Charlie Strong?
No, I have not. I've never met him. I've known of him, of the work that he's done before, but I don't know him personally. I know, of course, Coach Sanford is their offensive coordinator, Mike Sanford. So, we've been together a lot.
What do you think of the timing of the build-up, the off-season, TCU, and then having a week off?
I think it was actually pretty nice, because there's a long stretch and then a game, and then there was, a big trip and a lot of build-up to it. And then, I think, you have it, so you're going to look at it in a positive light. And one thing that I liked is that we were able to really take some time with that first game last week during our bye week practice and look at some things that we can improve generally before we actually had to get right into game preparation. So, I think that was good, and it appears, to have been good work, and I hope it's a positive influence on our team playing again.
Mike, three straight games, Quiz hasn't got 100 yards, and the results have been 3 straight losses. How much of a link is there? And are you seeing? You talked after last season about maybe looking at offensive line things or blocking schemes to get that going so you didn't tail off. See more of that now this week, or do you really need to get him going?
Yeah, well, I think that it is, probably indicative of the games. If we run well, we have a better chance of winning. So that's a big factor, and we've got to have a good ground game to go with everything else that we do. So it's a big factor for us, and obviously we're working very hard on making that part of our game more consistent.
Mike, when coming off the TCU game, and the team ranks pretty low in rush defense, was there things specifically during the bye week, during practice, that you addressed or you saw in film to improve on that aspect?
Well, the running game will be more on us, finishing blocks and basically being sound in assignment and finishing our blocks, staying on our blocks, and that's the nature of the beast. Like Kentucky hit some big runs on Louisville, but they made a couple of general assignment mistakes. Once they got that straightened out, they did a pretty good job on them. So, you know, and like I said, they're very physical. We're going to have to get on the right guy and then finish him so we got some running room.